unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead and release your fears. Stand up and be counted. Don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know will save the day.
Hello. Hi everyone, it's Elise from E's Dog World, and today is day 4 of my 100 vlog recording journal journey challenge. If you are new here, hello, welcome. If you are reoccurring, hola. It is like 11:30 at night and my phone has about maybe 15% right now, and that's what we're rocking with. But I wanted to make sure that I got on because I don't want to miss a day. So this episode is actually going to be really freaking amazing. I'm not even going to lie to you, in the most beautiful and organic way. So first of all, before we get started, please like, share, and subscribe. And click on that bell notification button so that way you can see every time that I post a new video. And if you're new here, please, on the comment area, the little commentary box, just click a wave emoji. The little emoji, the little yellow one, just, change it around and, not change it, upload it, press send so I can see the new people that are on my channel. I want to see you. And then if you're a reoccurring, purple heart. Like I said in my last video, I'm going to be so excited when I see that. Stanley is going to join us for this video tonight, apparently. As long as he sits his little happy self down. This is Mama's baby right here. This is Mama's baby. Just saying. Excuse the quality of the video. I know it's not the best, but like I said, I'm running on fumes right now. So yeah, let's get to the point. So as you know, this journal journey is going to be amazing. It's going to be 100 days of unexpected, just amazingness and growth and the polishing of the china cabinet. And we're only on day 4, so if you need to catch up, go watch the other videos. Make sure you do your prerequisites of watching the prerequisite, which was the boundaries one. The boundaries one. Set those boundaries in line. I forgot what it was called. It'll come to me in a minute. But anyways, it's the prerequisite one. You'll see it on the playlist. So, the snowball effect has begun. There's clearly a snowball being built. And what I'm doing with this journal experience, because it's for me, but I'm really sharing it with you guys, so it's like a win-win. We're both winning from this. So I watched, what I've been able to produce, and it's been so fun editing it and making the thumbnails, yada, yada. But I was like, dang, just that quick. What did I even record yesterday about? So I watched that video, and then I realized the one before yesterday. And then I watched the one from yesterday, and I'm like, okay, they're kind of aligning. So today is actually just going to align and piggyback off of that. And I love that it's going to flow that way, because I want this to be light, airy, and fluffy. I don't want to put too much thought in it and take the organicness out of this 100-day challenge. I really want to treat it as if I was writing in my journal every day. So in realizing that my last video was about routines, basically, the beauty of routines, and things like that, and how consistency is the key, and I kind of just spoke about how I want to make certain things consistent in a habit, so that way when 2025 comes, it's already implemented. So I kind of went through what easily achievable goals that I can achieve, and it'll just only enhance, of course. That's the goal. So in doing that, I was like, oh, let me find a title for that one. And what I found was something along the lines of, routines and like mundaneness. The word mundane kept going off in my head, and I'm like, mundane and even routine can make someone kind of feel old. It really can. And when I tell you, I just be trying to protect my youth, like under any cost. I really do. But, it is what it is. It's just, my life is what it is, and it's beautiful, but it's very mundane. I'm not going to lie to you, it is. I am a mom 24/7, and I have my life too, and I have my creative stuff that I got going on, and I live in a beautiful area, and I have just amazing people around me, but it's still very mundane. But in finding what I wanted to make the title of the video, I was just looking up quotes, and I was like, I don't know if I want to put a quote. Yay, you're going to have to sit down if you're going to be a part of this, okay? Because you're moving around too much. Come over here. I was just looking up stuff, and I found an amazing article that just made me feel just so amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get off here real quick. I'm going to read a couple clip arts from it, like a little bit of screenshots from the article. I'm not going to read the whole article. And then we're going to kind of break it apart. So, yeah. All right. So I'm just going to read from the screen. So here's just a couple of examples of mundane activities. Mowing the lawn, paying bills, checking email, making and cleaning up meals, getting haircuts, taking children to school, and feeding pets. So some say that the mundane parts of life can shape who we are. Others say that there is glory for God in mundane tasks, so that we can glorify God by doing them faithfully. So here are some tips for embracing mundane activities. Make sure your routine aligns with what you want and what brings you peace. So this was really big, extremely. Because that's basically my life in a nutshell. Those mundane tasks. And through that, it really gave me peace because, seriously, through those small tasks, it just brings organization to my life, and it makes me just feel so accomplished to have my life in line like that. And it just always sets up the nice platform for gratitude. Every day just showing gratitude, even if it's for one thing. To have something to clean is a blessing. Okay, it's annoying sometimes, especially a big pile of dishes, but it's a blessing. So I felt like that list, first of all, just really gave me such a gratitude filled heart. But then to know that these things actually glorify God, keeping a clean home, of course, showing gratitude for these tasks and taking care of the things that God blessed, each and every one of us with, because a lot of these things, especially as adults, we prayed for these things. We work hard for these things. So we got to take care of these things. And yeah, it may be mundane and even boring sometimes, or annoying or hard, but within those tasks and within taking care of those things, I believe God will truly bless us with more things. So I felt like that's, just gave a whole new outlook to mundane activities. So let's go to the next slide. All right. So are there benefits to every day looking the same? Do we cultivate patience, a stronger sense of self? The truth is that life is 99% mundane. A person's life is a collection of all the moments that happen in the middle. So let's just recap on that. The truth is life is 99% mundane. A person's life is a collection of all the moments that happen in the middle, and there are adventures and excitement along the way. But it is the unassuming parts that fill in the blanks of what our stories are and shape us into who we are. So this is really big because That is so true. 99% of our life is just literally mundane things, okay? It's so repetitive, and then we go and we have children, and then we teach them everything that we've learned and everything that we're already doing. So it's kind of a huge cycle, but it could be really beautiful if you make it beautiful. And you're going to have so many amazing moments in that process, of these mundane activities. So not looking at it as like, oh my gosh, woe is me, or even at one point in my life, I felt like I was getting the short end of the stick because it was just so much on my plate. But that's not the case at all. The moments in between, okay, all these mundane activities, day after day after day, 99% of my 35-year-old life, okay, they're the moments. I can't, they're priceless. So if you look at them in a different aspect, if you look at mundane routines and just like a life that is just maybe not like, oh my gosh, like celebrity status, luxury, and all these things, like, we made it, whatever society considers we making it. There's so much beauty in each mundane story, dancing in the kitchen with the broom and the mop in hand, cooking our favorite dishes that, your family and friends request, like, can you make that dish, and building memories and like just all those things. I'm going to really take this specific vlog to heart. All right. So the rhythm of life, that constant hum, the waking up to another day of work, play, and loving your people is breathtaking if you listen to it. Honey, I will tell y'all this, okay? Everything in my life, from my cat waking me up early in the morning, literally like pouncing on my head and then trying to open my bedroom door to let her own self out, begging for food, having to wake up my son who sleeps like a literal rock when I am just trying to wake up myself, okay? To have to go and try to wake up a rock. Okay, and then to go to work and like try to finish by a certain time to make sure that I make it to the car rider line in time, to only hear I'm hungry, not hello, how was your day? I mean, we've been getting better with that. He's been getting a lot better with that, but it's just like, I'm hungry. And it's like to go home and like whip up something to eat and constantly have in the back of my head, like, make sure you're feeding nutritious meals. Make sure you're feeding nutritious meals. It doesn't always happen that way. I'm just going to tell you right now. It's not always nutritious. Okay. And just going to the grocery store, that mundane activity is just gut wrenching. Yes, we have Instacart and all that stuff. I just haven't evolved into that part of life yet, but I wouldn't trade any of these mundane tasks for the world. It is the rhythm of my life. Like, if I had it any other way, would I really be happy? So the very things that are like, oh my gosh, are the very things that I'm just so happy that they're like this. And yeah, my life revolves around my mundane schedule. If I don't do anything, I'm a self-contractor. If I don't get up and do what I have to do, then I don't make any money that week. You know what I'm saying? I get paid weekly. I have not reached financial freedom yet. So I am working on that, and I am believing that it will happen, and I'm investing in figuring out how that will happen. Well, no, I'm not going to worry about the how. I'm just putting my desires out there. Okay, so this is the last one. These moments may seem insignificant, but they are the tiny events that make up my life. In between the long lulls that I once feared, I'm not scared anymore because I'm learning to pay attention, to hold these mundane moments close and see them for the gifts that they are. Slaying dragons can be fun, sure, but have you ever tried to embrace an unassuming life lived on purpose? Now tell me that's not a snowball effect. I'm waiting. I tried my best to expound. I have 6% left. do with this information as you will, okay? But it has just given me a whole new meaning to like the next phase of my life. And these are things that I know, but it's just to hear it again. It's like I just kind of want to sit in this moment. I really do. And I just love that it popped up. I love that my fingers were just simply just going through Google, trying to beat the clock of making sure I did this before 12, which means to turn to the next day, and then I skipped today. Not that I'm aiming for perfection, but I wanted to make sure I did this walk today, and I tried to get down what I was feeling today, because I know at the end it's all going to come together so beautifully, but it takes effort on my behalf. So for me to stumble across that article is not a coincidence, and I know that someone out there needs to hear this. So please take this in, go over the slides, write it down on your own in your own journal, or record yourself, or have a conversation with your family and your friends, and build upon that. Build upon that, and, you know, just see like the beauty in absolutely every moment. The good, bad, and the ugly. Like, you have to embrace all of them. Because through that, I really truly believe that's how we have the control over our frequency. We actually have a say-so in what happens next, and how we feel, and how we process things, and how we can receive and be a reciprocal for the new things. Because if we don't, then why would God bless us with more new things and more evolved things, and like greater blessings, protection, love, and support? You know, so even through the mundane task, okay, even through the mundane lifestyle, we can still find like just amazingness. So I hope this reaches somebody out there, and I can't wait for the next one. Till next time, good night.